Quick disclaimer. I'm currently sick, so I apologize for the bad audio quality on this review. I couldn't go meet with Tyrone because he's all the way downtown and it's freezing outside, and, well, it just wouldn't do me good to make the trip. So we decided to do this over Skype, and we're still trying to get the hang of it, so to speak. So just bear with us. All our reviews are not going to be like this, I assure you. If you heard the Oogie Loves, we were all in the same room together when we recorded that, so they'll usually be like that. It's just every once in a while, if we can't meet up or something happens, it'll be through Skype. But this is just an example of that. It won't be a constant thing. So bear with us, and I hope you enjoy the review.
Oh, God, Jake, be careful. Oh, waffles! Can we just talk about this? How are we gonna get him down? We're gonna throw him off. What? No. Oh, I've done this 1,000 times. You have? Oh, my God. Did we just kill Jeff Chang?
I am super psyched to see Jeff Chang. Are we sure it's cool to surprise him like this?
Yeah, dude, as his oldest friends on Earth, we have a moral obligation to get him drunk as Jeff Chang!
What's up, everyone? It's Arcano and Black Zeus on the mic, here to do a review of 21 and Over. Tyrone, we saw this movie like, 3 weeks ago? More than that, probably?
I don't know. A while ago.
And I already forgot almost everything that we saw about it.
I remember it was bad.
Yeah, it was. It was bad. It's March, it's the beginning of the year. They're not pumping out a lot of good movies. But this year has been kind of shitty so far. And this just adds to the mundane films that we've been seeing recently. I think they were trying to pull up Project X. Like Project X last year came out around the same time, somewhere in March, I think. And, written by the guys from The Hangover, or produced by the guys who made The Hangover, so they're trying to market it with that. And it's just a big teen sex comedy that's all sorts of crazy and such. And this is kind of trying to do the same thing,
Yeah.
But unlike Project X, which was bad, yet I had a good time with it. Yeah, it's a guilty pleasure movie for me. I'm not sure if you saw it or liked it.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it? Oh, yeah. It's not a good movie, but I still had fun watching it. But this one just tries too hard to be a Hangover type film. It's from the same writers.
Yeah.
But it's just not good, at all.
I feel like they just kind of put a list, wrote it out a lot of different comedy plots and just put them all in a big bowl and just picked some out at random.
Pretty much.
We'll just throw these in there.
And unlike The Hangover, where they lose a person, I mean, they do pretty much the same plot, but instead of we lost our friend, it's we lost our friend's house and we don't know where to bring him back to.
Yeah.
Just a quick synopsis of the story. It revolves around two kids. Let's see, what are their names? Because I totally forgot. Two kids trying to take their friend out on a night he won't forget because it's his 21st birthday. Their Asian friend, Justin Chan. Or Jeff Chang. Jeff Chang. Justin Chan is his actual name. So it's not too far from reality. The two kids are played by Miles Teller and Skylar Astin. And they're playing characters named Miller and Casey. Just really forgettable. I mean, the fact that I had to look up their names just to remember who they were.
Plus, they're both characters have been done before.
Yeah, totally.
It's one friend's the serious and he's moving on, and the other friend's the screw up who's all sad that his friend's leaving him. And it's just, I don't know, just annoying.
Yeah, and like I said, they just want to take their super, I guess not uptight, but he's Asian, so he has a lot of strict rules. Probably doesn't party a lot. and he's turning 21.
Yes,
So
the most stereotypical father in the history of stereotypical Asian fathers.
his dad is the dad from that stereotypical Asian father meme. Like that meme where the dad's like, B's, why you know get A's? You know, stuff like that. Like B cup, why you know A cup?
Yeah.
It's basically him. And that's a part of the problem with this movie, that a lot of the jokes are just like, oh, he's Asian, or he's black, or they're Mexican. But that's pretty much the whole joke. Not like, oh, he's black, here's a stereotype that might be a little funny, or she's Mexican, let's bring up like some Mexican humor. It's just like, oh, she's Mexican.
Yeah, none of it worked. And a lot of the humor was just really lazy. And it's just like, he's naked, so that's funny. I don't know.
Because people
Asian
are naked.
Like, you know, they do the thing which always annoys me, if any comedy does, where they just have, like, the two male characters kiss, and it's like, ha, it's funny, because they're not gay, but they're kissing. And it's like, I don't know. There was so much about this movie that just annoyed me.
Yeah, oh, wait, hold on 1 second. Oh, what was that? Sounds like you're going through like a hurricane or something.
There was a train outside my door.
Oh, okay.
I too. It always comes through louder on Skype than it does in real life. That I forget it's happening, and then yeah.
I got scared. I thought you were being taken away by aliens. What else to talk about this movie? I mean, like, there's not really much to say about this movie. I know the audience that it's going for, and even them, I think they'll be disappointed because this movie's just not that funny. It's trying to do that out, like, oh, let's be outrageous and that'll be funny. Like, outrageous equals comedy. So there are scenes where Jeff Chang is like vomiting on people and pissing on people. Like you said, random naked people. There's a lot of naked men in this movie, which was, yeah.
Yeah. And if you ever want to see an Asian man eat a tampon, it's a movie for you.
See, and that's like, why is that joke? It pisses me off. Them writing this and thinking, oh, this is gonna be funny.
Yeah,
he's eating a tampon.
That scene.
Now, the movie's not all bad. No, it is. The movie's pretty bad,
There was
but
one scene that still makes me laugh harder than I probably should.
and which one's that?
It they've shown in the trailer where it's Jeff Chang on top of a cop car and he's dancing. Or they tell him, get down, and he starts dancing.
Yeah.
The cop is like, well, technically she's doing what you told him. That scene makes me laugh way harder than it should.
Yeah,
Which frustrates me because I hate everything else about the movie. If that scene brings a smile on my face.
that mildly made me chuckle, but the parts that kind of got me laughing from time to time was any dialogue between what are their names again? Miller and Casey, where it seems like they're just talking. You know, like some joke that you and I would do, or you, me, and Jeff would do at whatever scenario we're in. You know, like little quips like that. Those are kind of funny, but there's not enough of them, and it's just it'll have like little moments of actual smart humor with quips like that in between just shit joke after shit joke, and
I feel like the two main actors, I actually like both of them in this movie, although they were dealing with awful writing.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like when I got the impression they were just kind of improvising and just kind of just going. That was actually entertaining. But besides that, yeah.
But once again, like anytime the movie would do something that I kind of like, it would always come back with something that just annoys me or even kind of pisses me off. There's a whole thing with this Mexican. What do you call them? Sorority group.
Yeah.
A Mexican sorority group, and like I'm fine with racial humor. I like racial humor. It makes me laugh. I'm fine with people making fun of Mexicans, but these were just like, let's play on stereotypes that I've never heard of.
Yeah.
And like, oh, now they're a cult because, you know, Mexicans are cultish and worship goats and stuff. Where it was one of those things where like it seemed like it was trying to be too extreme and too out there, and it was just like, what the fuck are you doing? This is just weird. This is just stupid. And it has other jokes like that where it's just being too raunchy or too gross for its own good. Like naked fat men. There's like 3 naked fat men in the movie, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, he's fat and he's naked. You know, I can't really recommend it to anyone. You know, if you like The Hangover and you like Project X, well, go watch The Hangover and rewatch Project X because they're way better than this. And it's strange because it's the same writers as The Hangover. Would
Also,
you?
it does that annoying thing that most like 90-minute comedies do, where the first, pretty much the first, I don't know, hour or so is just complete comedy, and then like right before the climax, they have to get really serious.
Oh yeah, it gets serious. Yeah.
It has to be. Oh, we have to make this a drama for a few minutes, just I don't know, for character development or something, and it never really works. In this one, it was just awful.
It's trying to get you to sympathize with these characters and like kind of make you understand how they act. But at the end, it's kind of like, no, these guys are assholes.
Yeah,
And they're like, fuck them. And it was too extreme for its own good. Like what it was trying to.
It's like because like they made it dark to the point where it was like you need to either expand on this and actually make it a real plot line in the movie, or just get rid of it.
Yeah,
It's
and
kind of half-heartedly introduced it, and they're like, yeah, we're just not going to worry about it anymore.
it seemed interesting enough. Like, oh crap, is it leading into this or is it leading into that? And then they kind of explain it and literally throw it out of the movie. Like, there's a part where one of the characters is just like, oh yeah, it's because I was doing this. And then they just leave it like it was nothing at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a bad movie. Like I said, if you like movies like this, you're probably going to go see it, but I think you're going to be disappointed. Because you know what? I like movies like this. I like stupid comedies sometimes if I know I'm going into a stupid comedy. You know, maybe they just get something out of it. Like I did last year with Project X. My curiosity piqued, and I just had to go see what everyone was talking about. And I had a good time, despite the fact that I had some problems with the movie and I didn't like some of the characters. This one, it's just like... This seems like a straight-to-DVD movie. This seems like one of those... what's that movie? That has like all the DVD spin-offs? Raunchy...
Scary movie?
No, American Pie. You know, like
yeah.
one of those like straight-to-DVD American Pie. This seems like one of those that somehow got into theaters because it was written by the guys who wrote The Hangover.
My biggest problem with the movie, too, is it just lacked ambition. It didn't try to do
Anything new. Nothing at all.
Yeah, it was just kind of like, yeah, people will see this, and they just kind of, yeah. Like, I feel like this is the kind of comedy movie I could have written just by watching comedy movies.
Yeah, pretty much. Just by like taking notes for doing comedy movies and like, well, let me put this part here and this part here. It's very cut and paste. And even like the whole crazy night that they have, it's not even that like crazy or entertaining or like, oh my god, that was awesome, let's do it again. Like, you know, something like Project X where it's like that party was insane and there's no way anyone would like be able to do that. But this one, it's just like, oh, they go to a few bars and they lose Jeff Chang repeatedly, but like nothing exciting or nothing new, you know?
Like it's not, like in The Hangover, it's kind of a similar plot, but at least there's some, I don't know, they have Mike Tyson and vaguely interesting things happen. This is just like, they get really drunk and they lose people, but it's not, yeah.
Pretty much. That's was that another hurricane? Oh man. So we finally have a rating system. It's really cheesy, but hey, it goes with our name. So we're gonna rate this out of the eyes of the group. So, you know, 1 out of 4, 0 out of 4, such and such. Like I said, there are people who might like this, but I think even they will be disappointed, and there's no reason to go rush out and see this in the theaters. Hell, I would even say don't even rent it. Like there are better comedies out there that you can watch that's not this one, and you won't get anything out of this one. So let's get 0 out of 4 eyes for me.
Yeah. I'm going to give it half a Cyclops. I can't quite go 0. I have, because there were a few parts where I laughed. Like, not enough to make it so I'd recommend it to anybody. I mean, it's bad. It's bad. It's been done a billion times before. Like, I can respect movies that are bad, but they try something, even if it fails.
Right.
Like, even, like, movie 43, which I still haven't seen, but I at least respect it for kind of doing
Why?
it.
Why would you say that?
Not enough people see it, which is why, you know, at least it seemed like it was trying to do something, where this just, there's no ambition, nothing, it's just kind of...
Right.
Yeah, just bad.
And, well, I think the reason I'm giving this 0 stars or 0 eyes is because I went out, you know, all the way downtown to see this. It was freezing.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't worth my time, and I got pissed off about it afterwards. So, yeah, I'm sticking with my rating of 0.
What the
Get down immediately.
What are you doing, sir?
I think he's getting down.
Yeah, no, I see that.
I'm just saying, technically, he's doing what you asked him to do.